Ever noticed how the brightest flames burn out the fastest? Welcome to today's dive into why not all exhilarating starts lead to happy endings in relationships. As we embrace the Stoic mindset, it's crucial to approach new relationships not just with enthusiasm, but with discernment and a clear-headed perspective. Today, we'll unpack the 12 early warning signs that might indicate a relationship isn't built to last. From the Stoic point of view, enduring connections are founded on more than just initial excitement. They require wisdom, patience, and a commitment to growth. Ignoring these signs isn't just about facing a few bumps down the road, it's about recognizing what truly sustains a relationship over the long haul. Stay tuned as we explore these warning signs, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get more insights on how Stoicism can guide you in love and life. Let's get started and learn how to look beyond the thrill to find true, lasting connections. Number 1. Your relationship is driven solely by passion. If your relationship is primarily fueled by intense passion or lust, it's unlikely to stand the test of time. Passion can be thrilling. It gives you that rush of excitement and makes you feel alive. But here's the thing. If your bond is only about those passionate moments, you're building your foundation on something fleeting. According to Stoic philosophy, a strong relationship should be rooted in something much deeper, like shared values, mutual respect, and understanding. Think of passion like a fire. At first, it burns brightly and consumes everything in its path. It's captivating and draws you in, just like that early infatuation with a new partner. But what happens when the fire burns through all its fuel? It starts to fade, leaving behind ashes. In the same way, when the initial rush of passion diminishes, you might find there's not much left to sustain your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the surface and seek substance. A Stoic would advise you to ask yourself, is this relationship based on genuine connection, or is it merely a temporary attraction? A relationship that lasts is built on more than just moments of passion. It's built on the everyday decisions to care, to support, and to grow together, even when things aren't as exciting. Think of two people who come together because they are intensely attracted to each other. They spend every moment together, feeling that incredible rush, but they never talk about their dreams, their fears, or their goals. They don't build a friendship or understand each other deeply. Over time, as the initial thrill wears off, they start to see each other's flaws more clearly, and without a deeper connection to hold them together, they drift apart. This is a classic scenario where the relationship, driven solely by passion, is bound to fade. Remember, the Stoics believed in moderation and balance. They would suggest that while passion is a beautiful part of love, it shouldn't be the only part. A sustainable relationship involves navigating both the highs and the lows together, grounded in mutual respect and understanding. If you find yourself in a relationship where passion is the only thing keeping you together, it might be time to reflect on whether it truly aligns with your deeper values and needs. The Stoic way would be to embrace this reflection, letting go of what doesn't serve your long-term happiness and well-being. Number 2, you don't feel free to be yourself. A genuine and lasting relationship is built on the foundation of authenticity and mutual respect. In the early stages of a relationship, it's natural to want to present the best version of yourself. You might focus on impressing your partner and even downplay certain aspects of your personality that you think they might not like. This is understandable and happens to many of us. However, if you constantly feel the need to suppress who you truly are to keep the peace or to ensure your partner's approval, that's a red flag that the relationship might not endure. According to Stoic principles, being true to yourself is essential for a fulfilling life. The Stoics taught that inner peace comes from living in harmony with your values and virtues, not from pretending to be someone you're not. If you're in a relationship where you feel you must hide your quirks, opinions, or true feelings because you fear your partner's reaction, you are not living authentically. This kind of relationship is built on a fragile foundation because it lacks the strength of genuine understanding and acceptance. For example, imagine you're passionate about a hobby or interest, but your partner dismisses it as silly or unimportant. To avoid conflict, you stop talking about it or even give it up altogether. Over time, this can lead to resentment, as you feel you've lost a part of yourself just to keep someone else happy. This isn't what a Stoic life or a healthy relationship should look like. A relationship should encourage you to grow and be your best self, not force you to shrink or compromise your identity. In the long run, pretending to be someone you're not is unsustainable. It's exhausting and eventually leads to a buildup of frustration and dissatisfaction. More importantly, it's unfair to both you and your partner. They are not truly getting to know you, and you're not giving them the chance to love the real you. As Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself." This means you should be understanding towards others, but honest and authentic with yourself. In a relationship, this Stoic wisdom translates to being open and genuine with your partner. If a relationship is to last, it should be a space where both partners feel free to express themselves fully and truthfully. If you feel compelled to wear a mask and hide who you are, it's a sign that the relationship might not be built to stand the test of time. Instead, seek connections where authenticity is valued, and you are encouraged to be exactly who you are. That's the kind of relationship that aligns with Stoic principles and has the potential to truly thrive. If you've made it this far and found this video valuable, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below saying, "Be true to myself," to let us know how this content has resonated with you. Your feedback means a lot and helps us create even more helpful content. Thanks for your support. Now, let's continue. Number 3. Your partner is often unresponsive. In any relationship, communication is the cornerstone that holds everything together. It's the bridge that connects two individuals, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. However, when one partner is often unresponsive, it creates a gap in that bridge, making it difficult to maintain a healthy connection. Stoicism teaches us that we should accept what is within our control and let go of what is not. If your partner is rarely engaging with you or isn't responding to your needs, this might be something outside of your control. Imagine trying to have a conversation with someone who constantly seems distracted, disinterested, or unavailable. You share your day, your worries, your dreams, but all you receive in return are half-hearted nods or silence. This lack of engagement can be incredibly disheartening, leaving you feeling undervalued and alone in the relationship. From a Stoic perspective, this is a clear indication that your partner might not value the relationship as much as you do. The Stoics remind us to recognize reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. If your efforts to communicate are consistently met with indifference, it may be time to accept that the relationship isn't as solid as you hoped. Healthy communication in a relationship isn't about meeting some predefined standard. It's about ensuring both partners feel heard and respected. You should feel confident that your needs and concerns are being acknowledged and addressed. When that doesn't happen, it can signal deeper issues. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own actions and reactions, not on the actions of others. If your partner isn't responsive, it's important to consider what this means for your well-being. Are you staying in a relationship that no longer serves you, hoping for change that may never come? Consider a couple where one partner always initiates conversations, plans outings, and tries to connect emotionally, while the other partner remains passive or dismissive. Despite the active partner's best efforts to maintain a meaningful connection, the lack of response from their partner gradually erodes the relationship's foundation. This situation illustrates a mismatch in effort and engagement. In line with Stoic principles, it's crucial to recognize this imbalance and not become attached to the outcome. Sometimes, despite our best intentions and efforts, we find that a relationship simply isn't compatible. People grow, change, and sometimes those changes lead them in different directions. This isn't a failure, but a natural part of life. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb people. It is their judgments concerning them." In this context, the judgment that a relationship must last forever can be a source of unnecessary suffering. Instead, recognize the signs and make peace with the possibility that the relationship may not endure. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics by focusing on what you can control: your own actions, thoughts, and emotional health. Remember, a relationship is a partnership, and if one partner consistently fails to show up, it might be time to walk away, not out of anger or disappointment, but out of respect for yourself and your path forward. Number 4, you dislike their friends. There's a well-known saying, "Birds of a feather flock together," and in the light of Stoicism, this phrase holds profound truth. Our friends are often reflections of who we are, showcasing our values, beliefs, and priorities. The Stoics believed that the people we surround ourselves with play a crucial role in shaping our character and guiding our decisions. So, if you find yourself frequently at odds with your partner's friends, it might be more than just a personality clash. It could be a red flag that there are deeper, more fundamental differences between you and your partner. Imagine this: you're at a gathering with your partner's friends, and you notice that their conversations are centered around gossip, superficial achievements, or even behaviors you consider unethical. If you value integrity, depth, and meaningful interactions, this setting will likely make you uncomfortable. This discomfort isn't just about not liking their friends. It's a signal that your partner might share similar interests or, at the very least, doesn't see an issue with these values. Over time, these subtle but significant differences can erode the foundation of your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to prioritize what is within our control and to align our actions with virtue. If you're in a relationship where you constantly feel a disconnect because your partner's friends embody values that conflict with your own, it's essential to take a step back and reflect. For instance, if your partner's friends are always involved in drama or deceit, and you cherish honesty and tranquility, this mismatch can lead to ongoing tension. You might find yourself questioning your partner's character or feeling isolated because of these contrasting values. Ask yourself if this partnership aligns with your ideals and contributes positively to your life. If you realize that it doesn't, remember that Stoicism encourages us to act with courage and wisdom. It's better to face the discomfort of leaving a mismatched relationship now than to endure the long-term unhappiness of remaining in a union that does not resonate with your values. In doing so, you open yourself to finding a relationship that truly complements your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Number 5. Your partner adopts all your interests. In Stoic philosophy, individuality and personal growth are highly valued. A healthy relationship, according to Stoicism, thrives on the balance between togetherness and maintaining one's unique identity. When both partners bring their own interests, hobbies, and passions into the relationship, they enrich each other's lives without losing themselves in the process. However, if your partner starts adopting all your interests and seems to mirror everything you do, this could be a red flag. Let's think about this from a Stoic perspective. The Stoics teach us the importance of self-control and inner strength. They believe that we should not depend too heavily on external things, including people, for our happiness or sense of self-worth. If your partner is adopting all your interests, it might be a sign that they are leaning too heavily on you for their sense of identity and fulfillment. This could indicate a lack of self-awareness or confidence, which can ultimately create an imbalance in the relationship. Imagine if every time you express a new interest, your partner immediately jumps on board, abandoning their previous hobbies or passions. At first, this might seem flattering or even like a sign of deep connection. But over time, it could become suffocating, leaving you feeling like your partner is not bringing their authentic self to the table. This not only puts pressure on you to be the source of their happiness, but also prevents them from experiencing their own personal growth and exploration, which are essential for a fulfilling life. Suppose you enjoy hiking, and suddenly your partner, who has never shown an interest in outdoor activities before, starts joining every hike and talks incessantly about trekking gear. While it might seem like they're just trying to bond, it's also possible they're doing this out of a desire to please you, or because they feel lost without your guidance. This behavior, though seemingly harmless, can lead to boredom and stagnation in the relationship because it lacks genuine passion and diversity. From a Stoic viewpoint, it's crucial to maintain a balance, cherish the shared moments and interests, but also encourage each other to pursue personal hobbies and goals. A relationship where both partners are confident in who they are and what they love is more likely to thrive. Encouraging your partner to discover and nurture their own interests not only prevents the relationship from becoming monotonous, but also ensures that both of you grow as individuals, contributing to a more vibrant and enduring partnership. So, if you notice your partner is adopting all your interests and seems to be losing themselves in the process, it's worth having an open conversation. Encourage them to find and follow their passions, just as you do. After all, a relationship built on mutual respect and individuality is far more likely to stand the test of time than one where one person's identity is overshadowed by the other's. Number 6. Your partner dismisses your opinions. Mutual respect is the bedrock of any healthy and enduring relationship. In Stoic philosophy, respect for oneself and others is a vital component of living a virtuous life. It's not just about agreeing all the time. Disagreements are natural and can even strengthen a relationship when handled with respect and understanding. However, when your partner dismisses your opinions consistently, it signals a deeper issue that goes beyond mere disagreement. Imagine you're in a relationship where every time you express your thoughts, your partner rolls their eyes or changes the subject as if what you have to say doesn't matter. Maybe you've suggested trying a new restaurant, and your partner immediately shuts it down without even considering it. Or perhaps you've voiced concerns about something, and they quickly dismiss it as unimportant or irrational. These actions aren't just about different tastes or preferences. They reflect a lack of respect for your viewpoints. In Stoic terms, a wise person understands the value of different perspectives and the importance of humility in knowing that they do not have all the answers. A good partner will be open to considering your opinions and willing to engage in thoughtful discussions, even if they don't always agree with you. This openness is a sign of respect and acknowledges that both partners have something valuable to contribute. On the other hand, if your partner consistently believes they are always right and dismisses your perspective, this behavior can erode the foundation of your relationship. A Stoic would recognize this as a sign of arrogance and a lack of wisdom, which are detrimental traits for anyone striving to live a virtuous life. Such behavior indicates a fundamental imbalance in the relationship where one person's voice is valued over the other's. A loving relationship is built on acts of consideration and mutual decision-making. It's about taking turns, compromising, and sometimes letting your partner choose a movie or decide on a date location. These small acts of consideration are the glue that holds a relationship together. However, if your partner always makes the decisions, dominates conversations, and imposes their views without valuing yours, it reveals a significant lack of respect for you as an equal partner. In the end, a relationship where one partner dismisses the other's opinions will struggle to last. Without respect, there can be no true partnership. And without partnership, the relationship becomes a one-sided affair that ultimately leads to resentment and dissatisfaction. A Stoic approach to relationships emphasizes equality, mutual respect, and understanding, recognizing that both partners should feel valued and heard. If this balance is missing, it may be time to reassess whether the relationship aligns with the virtues you aspire to live by. If you're still with us, we'd really appreciate your input. Share your thoughts in the comments or simply type, "I value equality," if this resonates with you. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and fuels our passion for making more videos. Let's keep going. Number 7. You tolerate their faults, but they won't tolerate yours. In every relationship, it's inevitable to face each other's imperfections. No one is perfect, and both partners will have their quirks and flaws. However, there's a significant difference between acknowledging these flaws and constantly criticizing them. If you find that your partner is quick to point out your minor imperfections but refuses to see or admit their own, this behavior goes beyond simple criticism. It's a sign of disrespect and a lack of adaptability, qualities that are crucial in any enduring relationship. From a Stoic perspective, every relationship should be grounded in mutual respect and understanding. The Stoics teach us the importance of accepting things we cannot change and focusing on what we can control, our reactions and attitudes. In the context of a relationship, this means embracing each other's flaws with patience and kindness. If one partner chooses to ignore this wisdom and instead criticizes the other while expecting unconditional tolerance for their own shortcomings, it creates an imbalance. Picture a situation where you always forgive your partner's lateness, considering it a small flaw in the grand scheme of things. Yet, when you make a minor mistake, like forgetting to buy something at the store, they respond with frustration and annoyance. This lack of reciprocal understanding is a red flag. It indicates that your partner may not value the relationship in the same way you do, or may lack the emotional maturity to see past their own needs and flaws. A healthy relationship, according to Stoic principles, requires both parties to accept and work through imperfections together. It's about recognizing that no one is perfect and choosing to love each other despite those imperfections. If your partner cannot extend the same understanding towards you, it's a clear indication that the relationship is not balanced or sustainable. Such relationships, built on one-sided tolerance, are likely to crumble because they lack the foundation of mutual respect and true acceptance. In the long run, a relationship where only one person is willing to compromise and accept the other's faults without receiving the same in return will inevitably fail to stand the test of time. Number 8. Constant arguments. In any relationship, disagreements are inevitable. After all, two people coming together will always have their own unique perspectives and ideas. Healthy relationships, however, are built on the ability to navigate these differences with mutual respect and understanding, finding common ground, and growing together through the process. But if you notice that every conversation turns into a heated debate, or that you and your partner can't go more than a day or two without a serious dispute, this is more than just a minor hiccup. It's a red flag. In Stoicism, peace of mind and emotional stability are crucial. Constant arguing, especially over trivial matters, often reflects a lack of this mindset in the relationship. For example, if every little thing becomes a battleground, whether it's about what movie to watch, how to spend weekends, or even how to do household chores, it's likely that both partners are clinging to their own views without a willingness to compromise. When two people constantly clash, it indicates a deeper issue of incompatibility. Instead of harmony, there's tension and unrest. This ongoing conflict can be emotionally draining and can prevent both individuals from experiencing the calm and joy that a relationship should bring. Just imagine waking up every morning, knowing that there's a high chance of an argument breaking out. How can you feel at peace or be your best self in such an environment? A relationship that is filled with constant arguments is like a stormy sea. No matter how skilled the sailors, if the boat is not built to withstand the waves, it will eventually capsize. Similarly, if a relationship is constantly battered by conflict, it may be unable to sustain itself in the long run. Stoicism reminds us to choose the battles that truly matter and to seek tranquility. If your relationship lacks this foundation, it's worth reflecting on whether this is the right path for you. Remember, a relationship should be a source of support, not a constant struggle. If you find that arguments are more frequent than moments of peace, it might be time to consider if staying together is truly in line with your values and well-being. Number 9. Trust issues. Trust is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship, a fundamental element that, when missing, can lead to the downfall of even the strongest bonds. In Stoicism, trust aligns with the virtue of honesty, being truthful not just to others, but to ourselves. If we are constantly doubting our partner, or if they are suspicious of us, the foundation of the relationship begins to crumble. Just as a house built on shaky ground is doomed to collapse, a relationship without trust is bound to fail. Think of a time when you felt uncertain about someone's intentions. Did it cause you stress or make you anxious? This lack of trust can become a constant source of tension, breeding insecurity and misunderstandings. A Stoic approach would encourage us to seek clarity and truth, to have those uncomfortable yet necessary conversations with our partner. It's not about accusing or blaming, but about striving for a relationship where both people feel safe and understood. Consider a couple where one partner keeps secrets about their whereabouts or financial habits. The other partner senses something is off and starts to feel uneasy. Instead of confronting the issue directly, they might start snooping or questioning every action, leading to more suspicion and conflict. This situation erodes trust, and soon, both partners feel more like adversaries than teammates. True love, as the Stoics would see it, involves a deep commitment to openness, even when the truth is hard to face. It's about having the courage to ask and answer the tough questions. If we are not honest with each other, we end up building walls instead of bridges, creating distance instead of closeness. Without mutual trust, a relationship becomes a battleground of doubt and uncertainty. And in such an environment, love cannot thrive. It's like trying to plant flowers in barren soil. They simply won't grow. For a relationship to last, both partners must commit to being honest and open, to building trust brick by brick, with patience and care. Only then can they create a bond that withstands the trials and tests of time. Number 10. They're keeping you hidden. In the philosophy of Stoicism, clarity and truth are vital. If someone is keeping you hidden, it goes against these principles. A Stoic would argue that transparency is a cornerstone of any strong relationship. You can't make someone fit into your vision of an ideal partner or force them into a relationship if they're not genuinely interested. Think about it. Does your partner always prefer staying in rather than going out with you? Are they secretive about their social circle? Or do they avoid sharing details about your relationship with others? These behaviors might seem small, but they could signal something deeper, a reluctance to fully commit. For example, imagine dating someone who never introduces you to their friends or family. It feels like you're a part of their life, but only in the shadows. A Stoic perspective would tell us to recognize this as a sign of imbalance. If a person truly values you, they will show it openly and willingly, without reservation or hesitation. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This wisdom applies to relationships too. Don't waste time trying to convince someone to commit or be the partner you want them to be. If, after a considerable amount of time, you still find yourself uncertain about where you stand, it might be a clear sign that the relationship isn't progressing as it should. In Stoicism, we learn that our peace of mind is paramount. A relationship shrouded in secrecy and uncertainty does not align with this peace. Therefore, have the courage to face the truth and consider moving on, as difficult as that may be. Number 11. Poor timing. Timing isn't just a matter of clocks and calendars. It's a powerful force that can shape the course of our lives and relationships. In the realm of Stoicism, this idea ties closely to the principle of understanding what is within our control and what is not. Often, the timing of a relationship is beyond our control, and recognizing this is essential for maintaining inner peace and clarity. Consider a relationship with a significant age gap, like 30 years. Despite genuine feelings, such a difference can pose challenges. The older partner might be looking for stability and commitment, while the younger one might be eager to explore and experience life. Here, the misalignment of life stages can lead to frustration and unmet expectations. From a Stoic perspective, this scenario calls for wisdom and discernment. If both parties can't change their life circumstances, the relationship might not last. It's not about a lack of effort or love, but about accepting that timing is not favorable. Similarly, think about when two people are at different points in their personal or professional journeys. One might be well established in their career and ready to start a family, while the other is still figuring out their career path or exploring different interests. In this case, their goals and priorities don't align. According to Stoic teachings, such differences might be seen as externals, things outside our control that we must learn to accept. If one person's desire for stability clashes with the other's need for exploration, the relationship could be headed for trouble. However, not all timing issues are permanent. Sometimes they are temporary and can be resolved with patience and understanding. But when it's clear that these differences are unlikely to resolve in the near future, it might be wise to consider whether continuing the relationship serves both partners' growth and happiness. Stoicism teaches us to act with reason, to weigh our options, and to understand when letting go is the most virtuous path. In life, and especially in relationships, timing can make all the difference. Being aware of this and approaching it with a Stoic mindset helps us navigate our connections with wisdom and grace, understanding that sometimes it's not about the effort or love we put in, but about accepting what is beyond our control. Number 12, you're an afterthought. Have you ever felt like you're just an option? Something to pass the time until something better comes along? It's a tough place to be, and from a Stoic perspective, it's not aligned with living a life of virtue and self-respect. When you find yourself in a relationship where you feel like an afterthought, it's often because your partner isn't fully committed to you or to the relationship. They might be keeping you around because they're afraid of being alone or are waiting for someone they consider better to come along. Think of it like being on a ship where the captain isn't sure about the destination. You're just drifting, waiting for the winds to change. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, reminds us in his meditations that we should act with purpose and clarity, focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we can't. In this case, if your partner views you as temporary, that's something outside your control. What you can control is your response to it. For example, you're dating someone who rarely makes plans with you in advance. They seem to squeeze you in between their other commitments, never giving you the feeling that you are a priority. Maybe they even cancel plans at the last minute because something more important came up. This behavior can leave you feeling undervalued and wondering where you stand. It's a clear sign that they see you as an afterthought and not someone they genuinely want to invest in. As Stoics, we are taught to recognize our own worth and not allow ourselves to be disrespected or undervalued. If you are constantly feeling like you are second best or just an option, it is essential to assess whether this relationship is truly serving you. Are you growing as a person? Are your needs being met? If not, it's time to apply Stoic wisdom and detach yourself from this situation. It's important to be honest with yourself about what you want and deserve in a relationship. You deserve to be with someone who sees you as a valuable partner, not as a backup plan. If your partner isn't willing to commit or doesn't treat you as a priority, then it's time to reevaluate the relationship. Remember, as Seneca said, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. Dare to make the hard choices and do not settle for being an afterthought. Ending a relationship that doesn't fulfill your needs is not a failure. It's a step towards finding someone who will value and cherish you. So, take a step back, assess the situation, and decide if staying in a relationship where you're not a priority aligns with your values. It's okay to walk away from relationships that aren't progressing as they should. By doing so, you make room for the right person to come into your life. Someone who will see you as the main character, not just a supporting role. As we wrap up today's exploration of the early warning signs that a relationship might not stand the test of time, it's clear that Stoic wisdom offers more than just ancient philosophy. It provides practical advice for modern relationships. Stoicism teaches us to value depth, mutual respect, and personal integrity in our partnerships. Remember, the thrill of passion, while exhilarating, does not guarantee lasting commitment. True relationships are built on shared values, open communication, and a mutual willingness to grow together. If today's video made you reflect on your own relationships, share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you encountered any of these warning signs? How have you dealt with them? Let's discuss and learn from each other's experiences. And if you found this content insightful, please like this video, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom applied to real-life situations. Be sure to watch the recommended videos on your screen right now to deepen your understanding of Stoicism and improve your relationships. Thank you for joining us today. And remember, in love and life, it's not just about weathering the storm, but learning how to dance in the rain.